Da 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 square brackets. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Co-op Survival series. I don't know what that intro was, but I did it. And we are here because we've got some stuff to do. We're gonna make more progress on the base, as well as doing a little bit of other things as well. As the start of this episode, you might have just seen, right behind me a second ago, I went mining. I have been mining. Now, the reason for this is because I don't remember if I mentioned, but last time I'm planning on using diamond blocks in combination with the blackstone. They have a nice flash against it. But we're gonna want to try and use those, and then they also complement the the warped blocks as well. Slightly different things. So I thought that was a good idea, and I went mining. We are gonna mine all of these up, see how much we can actually make. Right now, so after mining all that, we have just almost 6 stacks of diamonds. Really nice. Ooh, look at that. What does that make a stack? We made a stack of diamond blocks. Look at that. A whole 64 of them. Good. This is what we need. Stack of diamond blocks to build with. Always nice. Now we're going to start off this episode from now. I'm going to do a large time lapse, and I'm going to try and basically do this basalt strut thing all the way up the hill, like up this kind of cliff face here, just in this gap. We can see what it looks like because I went and gathered a bunch of basalt and some blackstone and some magma blocks. Magma blocks for a future project that I have yet to mention. Yeah, those. It's all nice. Let's get into it. And we're back. I did a bit more than I wanted just to get an idea of it, but something I completely didn't think about is color clashing. It clashed, like, it's too similar color to the blackstone of the base. I think I actually don't like it. I think I'm gonna have to tear it all out and put the stone back. I'm gonna leave this bit off though, because that bit that was hanging out. Yeah, I think I like it versus like this, but it clashes too much with what my base is gonna be. I think I might just use blackstone in my basalt in my base rather. I think I might just leave it as stone because I can't think of anything that would, like, unless I did andesite as the entirety of everything and did like just for the sake of changing it. Where's the andesite gone? In here. What would this look like? Like, it looks alright, but it kind of looks like it's just being different for the sake of being different. So what I might do is I might actually just clean up the areas, so like maybe remove some gravel, remove all the random bits of dirt, add the warped, and have it like that, because I don't think... This is annoying me, I don't know where it is, but I can hear it. I think I'm actually going to get rid of that off camera, and I will do some like fixing up of it and stuff, and we'll focus on that bit next episode. But for now, we have another project in mind that I think is going to be very interesting. Okay, so here we are at the Triple Cave Spider Spawner. There was an intersection in the middle here, and then you had one on either side, and then there was likely the one below as well. That's what we're going to be working with. And this is going to be a lot. Back with you guys once I've mined everything out, and then we can start planning and laying out fun stuff. While I'm doing this project right now, oh, hello. Timing. I'm realizing this is actually more complicated than I originally anticipated. Mainly because these spawners are not aligned on either coordinate. They are off by one on either side. And I planned this as if they were aligned on one of them. So this has gotten very interesting now, and I think how I'm going to do it, so I've mined this area out for the most part. I'm going to have this spawner directing, the spider cave spiders will come out directly in line with it there, so at the edge of, in that gap there. That one will do the same and come out aligned with there. I'm thinking the ones in the middle, this spawner down here, will come out straight on, and then go left, and then be centered between them both. And it's going to be very interesting, because in my plan, I just had these, so essentially these two were stacked, and it was just, like, cave spiders got collected here, and then cave spiders got collected on the same Y level beneath this spawner, and then I just put the two up into the same pipe, and yeah, it was pretty easy. But now that these aren't actually aligned with the coordinate, I can't actually efficiently transport them out the spawner, so I'm gonna have to multi-level it. Very odd. I don't really know how this is gonna look, but I'm gonna give it a shot and start setting some up. Ah, another potential problem is there's bedrock here. That's not something I've thought about. I was trying to make this place a little bit neater. I'm going to be using a combination of red terracotta, black terracotta, and warped planks. Kind of similar palette to what the cave spider is. Oh, that's not something I considered. And first water source, it'll go 2, 3, 5. And there, won't it? Yeah, it will. Goes down. We're really like pushing it here, aren't we? I did just think of a way actually of making the collapse. I'll mess around with that. And you know what, this endeavor has become so much more complicated now. Because essentially what I'm trying to do right here is I need to redirect this water stream to be in line with either this block or this block. So one of these two. There's bedrock behind each one. I can do it here, thankfully, but like, oh, it's still off by one and it's annoying. So far as well though, because of this bedrock here, we can't have the full water stream length. Unless I'm thinking I'm up it. Yes, because 1, 2, 5, 6. This block. If that piece of bedrock wasn't there, wouldn't have to be putting a trapdoor here, because essentially what this is now if they get pushed down here, they kind of just have to randomly pathfind towards this and then get sucked in. It's very frustrating. But also how I'm going to do this, I thought this was pretty clever, was to try and get it go up like just one block so we can get it above this bedrock level. We place down a wall like this, but then you place a trapdoor on the side. So if the full spider's hitbox, so if the spider gets pushed in, it then hits this and goes up. So what we have here, then just a water stream. This. So the spider would go down here and go under there. Then it would get pushed on top of this, moving it up half a block. But also, if it kept getting pushed, it'd go up against the trapdoor and then just come up straight away. So that little. I hope this works. I really hope this works. I might also actually just have to push it back over here, actually, just so there's a little bit more room. Frame right there. That was a little bit more. That. Hopefully that works. So another update. I've done an aesthetic for you guys. So we've got a nice cave spider. So these are kind of like its legs. Cave spiders go up inside of. I mean, but you'd imagine that though, like a bunch of spiders moving up the inside of your arm. Oh, that's a nightmare fuel right there. But if we go up the top here, we have where all of the cave spiders will collect. Yeah. I'll collect all up here. And I'll move them all into one position, like so out this way, and then I'll drop them down a hole somewhere here, and then they'll be all captured in one area. Hopefully, that will be the entire thing done. I have to remove all the torches. We give it some test runs first, but at the same time, I don't want to. Really ought. That, yeah. So I'm just doing some test runs real quick of how this thing works. We haven't made the actual proper landing area. I'm just gonna focus on a. So they don't like. How big I need to make the drop actually? I have to go further in each direction. Good way to stop them. I want them to take full damage. This is the most. This is the only problem I've encountered so far, is them getting stuck here. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Because when I was testing before, I had a little bit of. There was a bit of glass beneath that water. Moved that, replaced it with fence gates. Little corners that were there as well. Problem. Also, something I forgot to do was make this this bottom source flows. Well, that was another thing. One's like, can't really do anything about either. God, because it needs to have a trap door on it. Or a form of non-solid block that can allow the cave spiders to go through. Creates a thing where I can't actually affect that block in any way, so I have to rely on them. Kind of. Oops, not a hitbox. Bouncing off this one's hitbox and not all building up in that corner. Very irritating, but yeah, I'm only testing with one spawner for now. Don't need to overwhelm myself. See how that goes. Seems unfortunately that some of them have still gotten stuck here. But it seems to not be that many at a time, at least. One guy who fell, they would just fall down in like one massive group. Oh, this raining cave spiders every so often. Good for a little bit. I turn on this one up here. Okay, maybe we need to turn these things off. There's too many of them. Okay, turn this thing off. Wait, is there? Oh, you fell down. That's 1 second. No! This isn't good! There's too many of them! Get in, get in. This is on the next one. Alright. In, let me in, let me in. There's too many of them. That's not torches, that's... Put the damn torches down. Oh my, okay, running with two is definitely a bad idea. So, it is now completed. We've done the spider farm, but to be honest, it's so big here. I'm just not a fan of it right now. I don't know if I can maybe shift this entire thing over like another room essentially and move it over there. Because I don't like how much it blocks the aesthetic of the cave spiders. But also because these guys can actually hit me here. So unless I'm actually behind this glass pane right now, they can hit me. Like if I break this. Thing wears off. And then if I move even like here, in line with them, kind of rifted. Okay, well, okay, you saw it there, right at the end. Yeah. So I don't really think this is the best. It's still really good for XP though, because I'm actually going to be using it for a bit here, because I want to get my thing up. But also there's another issue, is the fact that the XP orbs get stuck as well. So I actually have to come over this to get the levels, which is very irritating. So there are some rooms for improvement here already, even though we've just built the thing. Climbing up there is... Yeah, this isn't working. So I can redirect them easily. It's just getting that damage off that seems to be the problem. But this is all I'm going to be doing for this episode. I don't really want to do any more on it because... So that's going to be all we're doing for this episode on this. Yeah, I'll get around to shifting this around, I think, off camera, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's, I guess, fully complete. Maybe cut in a couple episodes time. But this is what it's gonna be for now, and now let's get on to a a project that we've been putting off for a while, and that is the Llama Express. We are now over here at the Llama Express, and I've done a little bit of editing in terms of planning out what I'm going to be doing. So this here should give you a better idea of what it's going to look like. So I added some stone bricks in to break up the birch, but also some dark grey concrete powder around the edges just to make the walls feel a little bit better, I guess. And then I took out the cobble and replaced it with andesite. So, because I had before, the cobble was where people were walking, but that doesn't make any sense because it had been smoothed out over time. So we've got stone in the places where people would walk, and then there's andesite of kind of the original floor, I guess, where people have walked less. So that's how that goes. So let's get into a time lapse. That is it for this episode, guys. The last thing, so I'll quickly show it off what it's like on the inside. It's a very interesting atmosphere because of the darker roof is disengaging your eyes, so you're looking more towards the light colors at the back. I might change this little line up a bit, it doesn't really fit as much anymore. But so it kind of draws your eyes across the entire room and not focusing on the ceiling. So it's very interesting, and if you're wondering what's with this thing in the llama's mouth, you can't tell, it's a whistle. Like one of those train whistles that conductors have. That's the word I was thinking of. I've been trying to think of what the name of the actual person was. It's the conductor. So it's got a little whistle blowing out. Now, there is the reason why this roof is so blank. It's because I planned to add some onto it. And this entrance is not staying like this. This was just something I threw together for now. I didn't actually get as much done as I hoped to this episode on it. But I'm pretty happy with the fact that we got the llama head in there. So now it actually looks like a Llama Express station. Sorts. It looks llama-y with our giant llama. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I will see you again next time. Bye for now.